Hello, my name is Bojan. Here is Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale, right across from the Fashion Square, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about this beautiful 2018 GLE 63 Coupe S. I want to just dedicate to this classic colors on this particular car, on this GLE 63. This is a Designo Diamond White metallic paint. This is a really special paint for the Mercedes. It's very, very popular. But on this car, to appreciate this particular paint, you really need to come down and look at it for yourself, because it's a little bit different than your regular one. So it's Designo Diamond White metallic paint. So in this case, it was combined with the interior black nappa leather that does have the contrast stitching. So when we're talking about particulars about the car, the vehicle does have also the trim on the vehicle is a carbon fiber. So this all in the spirit of the AMG. So you have the white and the black. So in addition to the trim and the black nappa leather, that it does have the contrast stitching that we're gonna get into detail later, it does have the night package. So the night package will add the side mirrors that will be black, the trim on the side and around the windows, that's all gonna be black. In most of the cases, you would have the black wheels just like on this one. So black and white, contrast stitching and everything else. Really, really cool accent. At least we think so. It has the red brake calipers. So it kind of breaks it up a little. So you do have this big, massive AMG brake calipers. So since I'm talking about brake calipers, is the AMG braking system different than a regular Mercedes? Yes, it is. It's quite a bit different. Technology is a little bit different, but it's also what the brake is made out of, the calipers and everything else. It's really different than your regular braking system. On the end, bottom line, you really want a different braking system because you need to stop this powerful V8 577 horsepower. You need to come down to the hull, and it's supposed to be almost instant. Well, the only thing that can stop your car faster, better than an AMG braking system, is a brake wall. So hopefully we're not going to resort to that, but just to mention some of the things. More importantly, other features, because we know the GLE 63 Coupe will come well equipped always. Additional features that are really, I think, important in this vehicle. It's a 360 camera. The vehicle does have that. How do we know? Well, there's a little camera that's in the front. It's a combination of the 4 cameras. 2 are in the side mirrors and 1 is in the back. So they create this image of the car like you're watching it from the bird's eye view. Also prominent, this is all plastic with the 2 cameras in the front. That tells you this vehicle does have driver assist system, Distronic Plus. So it does have the more advanced features, how the vehicle would be stopped, slowed down if the vehicle in front of you do something unpredictable, the stop, cross pedestrian, also if they move or the side traffic gets in the front of the vehicle. Also, as the active blind spot assist, the active lane keeping, besides the pre-safe brake and the brake assist system, and all those details that I would need entire video just to talk about those, and that would be one long video. But I will encourage you to watch the Mercedes-Benz video on those systems that I just mentioned. Brake assist system, pre-safe brake, Distronic Plus, active blind spot assistive, active lane track keeping, because that's different than what you just get on the standard. So now, join me inside. I want to point out a few more features about this beautiful vehicle. Once you sit inside of the GLE 63, you must be smiling. You really must be smiling. It's just kind of a side effect of the car. And that's even before you start the car. So, some of the things that I would like to point out about this particular model. Well, first, I'm sitting in the car, obviously not going anywhere at this moment, but I do have the seat belt. I want to point out this one does have the silver seat belts. I think it's kind of a nice and cool touch. Yeah, you can choose the black one, the standard one, but something a little bit different. So the steering wheel, dedication to racing, the 12 o'clock stripe, looks cool, but also you have the Alcantara on the side grips. Why? Well, definitely when you touch it, it does feel better. Flat bottom steering wheel. This one is a AMG Sport steering wheel. You have the AMG pedals for the downshifting and the upshifting. So kind of a confidence builder again before you even start the vehicle. Now I'm going to keep on talking about some of the vehicles, but I'm going to press the seat to go all the way down, because you can see my head is just about sticking out of this panorama roof. because Mercedes does have the really generous traveling on the seat. So I'm going to press this down and you're going to see where I'm going to end up on the end of the video. Exciting. So this goes down. Adjustments of this particular AMGs that you can have. Well, of course, besides the engine and the transmission and everything else that you can have the adjustment, you have adjustment of the suspension of the vehicle. So you can choose between the standard or let's say comfort for the really a sports all-wheel drive car with almost 600 horsepower. Then you have the Sport and the Sport Plus. So you can put this vehicle on really stiff suspension if you want to put it down to the corners, or you just need that stiffness. You want to experience all the acceleration, all the braking, and all the cornering of this vehicle. Adjustments of the transmission. Of course, this is the Airmatic, AMG Airmatic, so you can raise the vehicle. You can also lower the vehicle. And it does have also the special setting that it's for snow. I know it sounds like, well, it doesn't sound like much. Who's going to do this? Well, I can dedicate you that it's really, really useful as far as on the snow. Ventilated seats, yes. Heated seats, yes. Contrast Napa leather, yes. Alcantara that's on the roof, yes. Oh, I'm forgetting to mention, we're coming down in the summer. If you're looking this in Phoenix, we all know how toasty it gets here. So you do have the application that you can download. Mercedes gives you that free for 5 years, so you can remote start the car. You can see where the vehicle is parked, how fast the vehicle is going if you give it somebody else. All those details, again, we would need another video to talk about that. But besides that, I want to point out as far as in the comfort of the vehicle, especially for the driver and the passenger. Besides the vehicle look does have the plenty of the space for the passengers in the back. Height is a 6 foot even, and I do definitely sit comfortably in the back. And I just want to also point out as far as on the trunk space. Sometimes you hear that this vehicle doesn't have the really good trunk space, but I want to point out the special benefits of this particular trunk. So just follow me. So particular thing about this, the trunk space. Well, of course, you have this divider. It's just more for the look and for styling, but definitely can be taken out easily. So now if you look, you do have the generous space that it's in the back. But unlike the many of the other SUVs, you have the tailgate that goes wide open. So if you would have any of the items, they're going to be leaning towards the back, and it happens in reality in many of the cases. As soon as that opens, they will be falling down. Well, this design of the vehicle does have this lip higher, so they'll be protecting all those items. They will not be going to be falling down from the car. So depends on what you using the trunk for, how you're using. That can be quite a bit of a advantage. So putting this back, I'm going to point out a few more things out this car. Oh, not to mention that you can fold down the rear seats and to have everything flat. Then we have the really, really generous trunk space. So this can be operated also with the key or with a button, closing, opening, and all that cool stuff. But just when you lock this, when you look at the vehicle from the back, even the people that are gonna maybe shy away from this vehicle because they would say maybe it's not practical or something crazy like that. What's there not to be practical? 577 horsepower. But it does have really truly great design. Again, my name is Bojan Sark, here at the Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. Please come and visit me. I would like to tell you more about this vehicle, or give me a call so we can set up the appointment. 480-748-4856. Thank you very much.